In the last video, we decided to push through our Delhi belly and took the train to Rishikesh. After what turned out to be a fantastic journey, we arrived full of excitement and hope, but cautious of setting too high expectations. Was Rishikesh going to be our oasis and provide the peace, serenity and spectacular scenery that's perhaps missing from Delhi? Or had we been chasing the wind to what would ultimately be a traveller's mirage? Come with us as we find out. So we are sat right now on the banks of the Ganga River, or the Ganges, in Rishikesh, which is in the foothills of the Himalayas. And as you may see from the clothing that we're wearing, it's a little bit chilly. It's January 2023, so winter here in India. And of course the climate is not the same everywhere, but in Rishikesh it's cold. We are, or at least I am, considering right now taking a dip in the holy river, so let's see if we can find a spot. The Ganges River is vital to the cultural, spiritual and economic landscape of Rishikesh, attracting thousands of pilgrims, tourists and adventure lovers each year. The source of this sacred river is only a short distance from Rishikesh, fed by glacial meltwater in the Himalayas, and as such the water runs clear, fresh and emits a powerful and enticing turquoise colour at this time of the year. This does, however, change to a less enticing, ravenous, muddy monster in the monsoon season, and so if you fancy a swim, better to do it in the winter months. As the saying goes, when in Rome, well, when in Rishikesh, we go into the Ganges. Let's get cold. It's cold. Welcome to Rishikesh. Rishikesh holds a significant position in Hindu mythology, for it is here where various acts of penance have been completed. For the layman, we could describe this as the humble and regretful realisation of one's misdeeds. As such, bathing in the Ganges here is a deeply spiritual and cultural experience for many, as it is seen as a way to connect with the divine and achieve spiritual purity. Now I feel like a truly blessed man in my white robes. I've been virginified. How'd you call it? Purified, not virginified. And now, because I made the mistake of going in my boxer shorts, I need to take them off to put my clothes back on, but there's a crowd of people. Now I can't get naked. The banks of the Ganges in Rishikesh provide the perfect playground for the curious traveller, not just foreign but domestic alike, and so it was quite fantastic to meet a friendly group of colleagues on a work trip, one of whom had a talent for music and treated us to a rendition of an Indian song.
चोर आवेगा एक दिन काल आवेगा होशियार रहना रे नगर में चोर आवेगा तिर तोप तलवार न बरछी न बंदूक चलाएगा रे तिर तोप तलवार न बरछी न बंदूक चलावेगा आवत जात नजर नहीं आवे आवत जात नजर नहीं आवे भीतर घूम घुमाएगा यार रहना रे नगर में चोर आवेगा.
That's an experience I've wanted to do for a long time. I did tell Siamara I was going to do it in Varanasi. That was until we went to Pashupatinath temple in Kathmandu, Nepal, where they complete cremations, as you might have seen in a previous video, and brush the remains into the water. That is certainly not water that I would go for a dip in, so I can imagine that Varanasi may be worse than that. So I took my opportunity here in Rishikesh, and I recommend it. It's very refreshing, but as I say, the feeling has not yet come back to my lips. I feel like I'm really having to emphasize the words I'm saying and my toes. Fresh from his outing exploring the local area, we were approached by the friendliest dog. His attention was not only enjoyable, but for us at least necessary, because the road was occupied by a boisterous troop of monkeys who liked to tease and test nervous passerbys. Fortunately, our new friend was clearly the sheriff in town, and he did a fierce job of keeping our path clear. Come on, Brownie.
Brownie.
It's well known as a haven for yoga enthusiasts and spiritual people, but if you're not in that category and you want to come here to just have an interesting time, should you? So that's what we'll answer today with our mate Brownie.
You know why the monkeys are scared of you, because you're a beautiful dog, aren't you?
See? Yes, you are. Oh! Scrolling on Instagram, Xiomara saw a video of a man being attacked by an animal in this area. And so, forever cautious, she took the first opportunity to quiz a friendly local. Perhaps hoping to have her fears abated, the man in fact went on to describe his encounters over the years with tigers, leopards, black bears and even elephants. Rishikesh is a relatively developed town, but animal confrontations are certainly not unheard of, so it's best to apply caution and common sense if venturing off the path into areas like the forest. If you visit, one thing that you will absolutely find is that the community in Rishikesh is incredibly warm and welcoming. Conversations are interesting, genuine and wholesome, and so despite earlier planning to explore further, we were utterly absorbed into our environment in this small tea shop.
Indian guys taking pictures of you. I saw that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, there's a few.
You can't excuse that.
It's hard to escape it.
Kya le?
Picking up on my curiosity about the landscape further up the road, a local man offered to take me on a small excursion on his bike, which I duly accepted. The fresh Himalayan air and the injection of adrenaline as we cruised down the winding mountain roads gave me a profound feeling of freedom and joy. The daytime temperature is brisk at this time of the year, but during the night it plummets and becomes extremely cold. For that reason, it's a very common sight in the evenings to see people all over town making small bonfires to keep warm. Our new friends invited us to join them at theirs, where we would regale tales of travelling and exchange histories from our cultures. In the next video, we chat with a local sadhu who invites us into his home on the beach for some tea. We also continue to explore Rishikesh and encounter its wildlife and other spiritual practices. Hope you enjoyed today and look forward to seeing you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe. Welcome to the Wanderlife.